Hello everyone, this is your girl Brandy Shanae. Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie tag because I am a newbie. So let's get started with the questions that they have. And so the first question is why I started a Booktube channel. I started a Booktube channel because, okay, I have two kids. I have a 6-month-old and a 3-year-old. And so before I had them and everything, I love to read. Like, I really love to read. And so with them, now that I have both of them, it's sort of hard to have time for myself. And so I want to do something that I love to do, which is reading, and then also just pretty much having time to myself where I do what I want to do. And so I mean, that's why I wanted to start a booktube channel, because it's some time to myself, something I would love to do because I love the reading and everything along with it. So that's really a reason why I started a channel, and also express my opinions and just be honest, because I keep everything 100, and so that's why I'm starting it. It's just for me, and also if people want to get to know me, that's also great. So the second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Okay, first off, like I said, I'm just going to keep it 100. People may not like me. People may like me for my honesty, but that's just me. I'm also going to be bringing in my family a lot, like my son and also my daughter. So I mean, it's going to be like a family dynamic, but I'm also just going to be just being honest with me, myself, with my viewers, and everything like that. So pretty much I'm just going to be flat out honest. I know some people don't like that, but I get it. But usually I'm just going to be with my family dynamic. I will have videos of my soon-to-be fiance. Well, he is my fiance, my soon-to-be husband. And so I'm going to be doing that. Mostly he's going to be in my videos, helping me out, stuff like that. So I'm just going to, I'm a unique person. And so just with me, I feel like I'm bringing myself into this new world of BookTube, and I'm loving it. And so the third question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? And I was like, I wanted to say getting to know more about the BookTube community. I've been looking at YouTube, and I'm loving all of them, like Haley and Bookland, Tashaopolis, Maya Reads and Smiles. Like, I mean, and there's just only a few. Got Emma Books. You got Christina Marie on there that I love because she's so honest. Just love her, by the way. Love you. Just let you know, love you. And so just to getting to know the BookTube community, and of course developing new friendships. It's always developing new friendships around the world, to be honest, because it's like, I just want to meet new people and get to know them, see all these different personalities. Love it. So that's a reason why. And so pretty much can I also say that I'm mostly excited too because I'm also African American. I don't really see a lot of African American, people of color booktubers as much, you know what I mean? And so I want to just make, also bring some diversity, or more diversity, I should say, because there are some booktubers of color, but just bringing more diversity to the mix. And so the fourth question is, why do you love reading? I love reading because it takes me into a different world. It takes me to, like, especially I haven't been on a vacation like maybe in 2 years, and for me, just reading is pretty much a vacation because it takes me to a different world. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really want to be in this world. I really want to be in this world so much, and it just puts me into that space, which I love. It's hard to explain. It's just what I love reading so much because it makes me go to these different destinations I probably never get to go, but it's the first step. I got my passport and everything, so who knows? This might be like gives me the the courage to just go ahead and buy a plane ticket and just go. But of course I can do that. I have 2 kids, so they'll be coming with me, and and my soon-to-be husband too. And so the 5th question is, what books or series got you into reading? Okay, the book that got me into reading was, I was like 13, 14, 15. I went to a book signing for Sharon Draper. The first book that I loved by her was Copper's Son. I had gotten that written by her, not written, but signed by her, and she just inspired me to to read, because I usually, before I even went there, I used to hate reading, but now, but when I went to her book signing and what she was talking about, and she was a teacher, explaining to us how, you know, she tries to get kids to love reading, and so it's like, you know what, it's amazing how she makes reading seem so fun. And I remember my mom took me there, and that's really how it all began, with just meeting Sharon Draper for the very first time, and then reading her book that got signed, which was Copper Sun. And then usually that whole time I was there, I bought all her books, like Double Dutch. There's a lot more books. Battle of Jericho. I got everything, all of her books signed, because I pretty much love her. And so that's what got me into reading. So the sixth question is, what question would you ask your favorite booktubers? I really don't have a question, because they have so many videos where they answer a lot of questions, so it's like, I already know. So I don't really have a question. I just, you know, if I get to know them, I get to know them. If not, that's okay. But like I said, me in my, what question was that? The third question of, you know, why I'm mostly excited about this new channel is just to get to know them and get to know their personalities, because they seem like pretty cool people. So no questions, just interested in getting to know them. And so the seventh question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I don't think there'll be any hardship, because I'm doing this for me, for my own time. I don't think there'll be any, like, challenges along the way. I mean, if I see comments that, you know, are mean or whatever, there are people, it's not going to bother me. It's people's opinions or their honesty. It is what it is. I don't think there's anything that I have to overcome it, but I would say no, there's nothing to overcome, I don't think, for me at least. I'm just going to be me, just straightforward and everything, pretty much. So the eighth question is, when did you start reading? Which pretty much goes back into the fourth question of, why do you love reading? Because I started, like, I read, like, when I was a kid, but I hated it so much. But like I said, I started reading the most when I met Sharon Draper for the very first time. So I really loved it. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's when I started reading, which I was like maybe 7th or 8th grade, possibly. Yeah, because I remember reading all her books, and then I got the big old book of the Narnia series and a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that's when I did start reading, from that day on, when I met Sharon Draper. So the 9th book is, where do you read? Okay. Let's just be honest. When you have 2 kids, it's sort of hard trying to, like, have a little quiet time. So usually I read at night when both my kids are in bed, sleep. Or when they're with their grandparents, I'll have that time to, like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go into the office and read. So, but mostly it's in bed when everybody's sleeping. So I'm really up all night, like, reading a book, which I don't really get a lot of sleep, but for some reason I still function. Just get some coffee or some tea and I'm good. So, yeah. So mostly in bed, that's where I read the most anyways. Or sometimes if I'm in the car just by myself for a few minutes or so, I'll get my book and read a little bit. So also my car. That's sad, I know, but sorry, it's motherhood at its finest. So the 10th question is, what kind of books do you like to read? YA all the way. I like also classics, romance, fantasy, sci-fi, historical, anything like that. So I mean, I really love anything and everything pretty much. So I mean, YA is mostly where I'm at, because it takes me into these, like, brilliant worlds or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is, but I love it. I love it very much. So it's just, to me, it's just like, okay, should I not read more of this and be more diverse? Which, I mean, I sort of am, I think, personally. But yes, YA all the way. So as a booktube newbie, I just want to say, like, thank you. Like, hi everyone, I'm Brandy Shanae. If you have any questions for me, please just let me know or whatever. But with this video, just tell me your thoughts on everything about me, or what you have questions for me or whatever. But go ahead and hit subscribe down below. I'll also give you links of my Goodreads, my Facebook, and my Instagram. And also give me a thumbs up if you like this video. But other than that, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. See ya.